Hi, it's Hakeem here, co-founder of Hand Associates, and as you know, we're a UK-based key account management consultancy, and we focus on giving simple tools and techniques to help people so they can more effectively embed key account management into their businesses. Now, if you recall, in the last video series, I introduced the concept of the 3 golden rules. And today, I want to introduce you to a tool which helps predominantly with golden rule number 3. Now, it's a really great tool, and it's called the Decision Influencer Map. Now, just in case you didn't see the videos on the golden rules, then there's a link to that particular series on the page below this video. Also, as a bonus, I'm going to include a very popular decision influencer tool for you to download. Now, we normally sell this to our clients at about £200 per person, but you can get it for free just for watching this video. The download will be available on the page at the end of this video. So back to the Decision Influencer Map. It's a really useful tool as it helps guide key account managers through a consistent process to understand their accounts in greater depth. More importantly, it will enable organizations to see who the key customers in the account are and what messages they are likely to respond to. And we use it with our clients to help them see what needs to be done in order to influence critical business decisions in their favor. And it's a really great tool because it allows you to capture a lot of relevant information about a decision-making unit in one place. So let's get on with it. As you can see, it's a simple 12-box grid, so nothing very complicated. And I'm going to show you how to use this grid to capture information about a decision-making unit. Now, before you start, you need to be crystal clear about what the decision is that is being made which you are trying to affect. So, for example, is it to purchase your product or service? Is it a switch from a competitor? Is it to sign or re-sign a contract or tender? I think you get the idea. And then we're going to pull together all the people in the customer's business who are involved in that particular decision. Now, on the horizontal axis, you can see there are some titles, and these pertain to the basis on which those individuals make their decision. So you have economic, you have user, and you have expert. Expert being the person who makes decisions based on their expert knowledge of the good or the service. The users who make their decisions based on practical grounds and the usability of the product or service. And economic, as the title suggests, they are interested in acquisition costs, cost over time, cost in use, etc. Now, on the vertical axis, the numbering relates to the level of power or influence that the person has within the decision-making unit. Number 1 is the lowest, and ultimate decision maker is the highest. The ultimate decision maker being the person who has the power to ratify or veto the decision, and we will use these criteria to determine where on the grid you place the individual. Now, one last thing that we need to know is their view of you as a supplier or a business partner. Now, we use a simple traffic light system to do this. Green being positive or champion, amber being neutral, and red being negative or a detractor. Now, just for clarity, the difference between positive and champion is that a champion is active and the positive person is passive. This is the same for negative and detractor, i.e. the detractor is active and the negative is passive. Okay, so let's add a customer onto the grid. So from this one box, what do we know about Sue Lynn? We know that she's positive or a champion and that she's a user with medium influence. Then what you do, quite simply, is exactly the same with other people in the decision-making unit until you have built up a full picture of that decision-making unit. Once you've applied all the influences, just take some time, stand back from it and have a look and check your assumptions. Have you got everyone in the right place? Finally, we will add some arrows which will indicate who influences who within this specific decision-making unit. So the direction of the arrow is the direction of influence. So what this grid is telling us now is that Mr. Jones is the ultimate decision-maker who is interested in the economics of the proposition, and he doesn't like your proposition. However, the other people who are responsible for making the decision do like you or do like your proposition, and they all have an influence on him. The double-headed arrow between Mr. Jones and Mrs. Field shows they both influence each other, and basically that's it. A really simple but very effective tool for mapping the decision-making unit and for carrying a lot of information in one view. Obviously, now that you have all this information, the next step would be to build some plans around these customers. But for right now, why don't you just get started by following the link below this video and downloading the free Decision Influencer Map Excel workbook.